Hello there and welcome back to Midlife Rises. I'm Cheryl. This is something I promise now that days are just like flying by. They really said never save what you could do today for tomorrow, and that is a fact because now look at this. But I wanted to just try and get this out before leaving. So today I want to talk about working with abusive and manipulative adult children. Okay, so don't go away. Been a while, but I wanted to just kind of cover a little on it because we're still getting those comments on things that parents are going through. Now, what I've done is I did set up something, I think it was last year, and it just kind of was at a standstill. But I'm going to go ahead and put a link below. If you decide to join it, then what will happen there is you'll just get repetitive videos on this particular topic. I have the window open because we're starting to get really like warm in the New York area and I'm just running around. But I'll put a link below so that you can go in and put in your comments, put in what's going on, and then I will in turn respond to those by videos. Let's see how it goes. We'll try this out and see, because we want to offer a little more support where this thing is concerned. It is a predicament. We just passed the Mother's Day season. You know, I'm still working with the loss of my mom. And it's just interesting because we never miss the well until it's dry. That's an old adage, but I've never taken it for granted having my mom around. I mean, everything. I used to have to run by her and go over with her, and it's an adjustment. And it's been 2 years. So for the ones that do have their parents around and is not doing the right thing, shame on you. But like I said, it is a predicament, and we are going to try and offer as much support as possible, because I've had my running with this thing and it is very painful. Our kids are not being respectful. The respect overall is just not there. When you have that, it's a blessing. I don't know why things are going off rail the way it is, but there are a few things that I will be touching base with in the other channel. I'm pretty much going to piggyback off of what I've been told in the comments and try to cover those topics. So if you can, join the tribe. It should help, because when I was going through this thing, I was lost. I had no one to turn to, and it was abuse. But I have a kind of a kernel mentality, but it is painful. It can push you, of course, because we're not really looking to hear thanks, but we are expecting some form of gratitude, because a lot of us, we've made some serious sacrifices to make sure that our adult children are in line with where they're supposed to be. And it is just not happening. I had touched base with something that I heard where this was a friend of my mom's. My mother passed before she did. Her daughter did the purchasing of the casket and stuff, but she left her mother's body in the funeral home. I mean, that is like, that is not hatred, that is not bitterness. I don't know what to say that is. Whatever it is not positive. It is not positive, okay? There is something that I would like to touch base with, because our next 28-minute video is going to be woman to woman, but the topic is a little sensitive. And what I would like to say is, a lot of us, we do the best we can from what we've learned in our childhood and experiences growing up. Not all of us have that skill of building our own, ourselves as individuals. We just go whichever way the wind pushes us, and then we bear children and we don't have the know-how. It is much more than providing for your children. It is knowing wrong from right, the things that we should and shouldn't do, the things that we should say and shouldn't say. Not everyone is versed on that. Not everyone paid attention to it. And some of us were actually doing things that we shouldn't do to our children. They grew up and now they've turned into something and are lashing back. Now, this is not for all. Take it as it, as it resonates. But a handful of us, did not do what we were supposed to do while we were raising these children. From the comments that we get, what I will say is that when we talk about being respectful to your parents and doing the right thing where we as parents are concerned, we're not really taking sides to say that no wrong is being done. What we're basically saying is no matter what, you should respect your parents. So I want to make sure that I clear that up, because it pretty much looks like we are attacking these adult children and we are not really sensitive to what they might have gone through to have them turn this way. But when I say I'm talking from experience, nothing here is hypothetical. I know what to take from what I'm hearing. And when we give these feedbacks to the parents, kind of like giving support, it is not really taking sides. It's giving them the support they need to move on, because there is abuse taking place. There is disrespect that is going on. So we are being neutral in letting the adult child know that you have to respect your parents regardless. I went through a lot with my mother, and I wasn't raised with my dad, but I had some issues there as well. And as an adult, there are things that I could have done, there are things I could have said, and it was not happening because I had that level of respect for my parents. It is important to be mindful that this is the person that gave birth to you, that took care of you when you didn't know who you were as a person. It doesn't matter what level you're at this stage, you have to respect your parents. And if it is that you feel that things were done where it can't be forgiven, then the way to deal with that is to step away and let bygones be bygones. When you go about disrespecting your parents and going, tit for tat, you ruin your blessings. And I'm telling you what I know. You're an adult now, but that is still your dad, that is still your mom, and you've got to have that respect. It's in the Bible. I'm not making this stuff up. It is very, very serious, because you yourself will be a parent one day, and the world has a way of turning itself around. So be careful with that, okay? And again, we're not taking sides when we are supporting the parents on what they're talking about. What we're doing is giving them that foundation so that they can make a decision on what it is that's going on. There are three sides to a story always: your side, my side, and what really happened. But the fact of the matter is, you have to respect your parents. And that's just period. Okay? That stuff will really mess you up in the long run. Whether or not you have children, you are ruining your blessings. The universe, God, whomever you want to refer to it as, you ruin your blessings when you are not conscious of being respectful to the person that carried you for 9 months and took care of you until you got to a stage where you're able to do it yourself. So, if nothing else, have gratitude for that and respect. Okay? Once again, we'll put a link to the extended, as they call it. We'll put a link where you can go and, make your request. You can email us. I'll put a link for our email address as well. Feel free to either put your comments on the YouTube channel or email us directly and let us know what you're experiencing, and then we will go ahead and not only talk about it here on the channel, but we will take it a little further on the other platform. I hope that you had a fabulous Mother's Day. Please stay connected with us. Subscribe to the channel by clicking on that bell icon. We talk about a lot of different things on this channel for the midlife woman, but we are paying special attention to this situation with abusive and manipulative adult children. So if you want to be part of that tribe, feel free to join in. Let's connect on the other side. Okay? And we will see you next time. You take care now.